Hi guys, today is day 21 of the Disney Storybook Collection Advent Calendar. Let's see what the book is for today. 21. There it is. It's Disney Wreck-It Ralph Wrecked the Halls. Yay! Let's get started. Disney Wreck-It Ralph Wrecked the Halls. Vanellope von Schwitz, president of Sugar Rush, lay down in a drift of powdered sugar. "Ralph, watch this!" she called to her friend. Ralph was visiting from his own video game, Fix-It Felix Jr. Vanellope moved her arms and legs quickly through the fluffy powder. Then she sprung to her feet. "Ta-da! A sugar angel!" she exclaimed proudly. Ralph smiled weakly. "Oh yeah, nice one," he said. Vanellope could tell something was bothering Ralph. "Hey, shouldn't you be Mr. Holly Jolly? It's only a few days until Christmas. Your first real Christmas." The festive period was usually pretty lonely for a video game bad guy like Ralph. But ever since Ralph had saved his game from being unplugged, the Nicelanders had realized what a good guy their bad guy was. For the first time ever, they had even invited Ralph to their Christmas party.
"It was great to go to the Nicelanders party," Ralph admitted. "But you know what? The whole time I was there, I couldn't stop thinking about the bad guys in all the other games. Their Christmas will be just as lonely as ever."
Ralph remembered
the past Christmas spent alone on his brick pile. "Bad guys deserve a real Christmas too."
Vanellope tilted her head to one side, then nodded. "You're right," she said, "and we can give it to them." She remembered how bad it had felt to be left out by the other racers in her own game. "Let's throw the bad guys a Christmas party with presents and a tree. The whole 9 yards.
Ralph's face lit up. "That's perfect idea!" He hopped up in excitement, then landed with a boom. The ground shook and a towering sugar drift toppled over, burying Vanellope. "Oops, sorry," said Ralph, digging her out. Ralph called a special meeting of Bad NN support group. "Every year we bad guys get stuck on the outside of Christmas. Well, this year's everything is going to be different." Ralph told them all about how wonderful Christmas could be with decorations, presents, songs, and parties. Everyone was real excited. Ralph's Christmas sounded like so much fun. "I want everyone to meet here in the support group room on Christmas Eve," said Ralph, "and get ready for the merriest Christmas ever." Ralph and Vanellope got busy making special gifts for each bad guy. They planned something for everyone, including a new fireproof cape for 8 cozy mittens for Cycloptopus and a jar of extra sticky toffees for Zombie to reattach his arms. "And now for the tree," said Vanellope. "It just isn't Christmas without a tree covered in sweets." They found a perfect lollipop tree in Lolly Stick Forest. Then they strung it up with popcorn garlands and hung candy canes on its branches. Glistening rock candy star twinkled on top. "Not bad," said Vanellope, stepping back to admire. Ralph agreed it didn't exactly look like the Nicelanders' Christmas tree, but he knew the bad guys would love it. Now there was just one day left until Christmas Eve, and Ralph was worried about something. "How are we going to carry all the support group room?" Vanellope wrinkled her nose as she thought it over. Then her eyes widened. "The same way Santa does," she replied, "in a sleigh." Vanellope dragged Ralph across Sugar Rush to the cart bakery. There, they could use all the sugar, frosting, and sweets they need to create the perfect Christmas cart. "Has anyone made a sleigh before?" asked Ralph. "I doubt it. But there's a first time for everything," Vanellope replied as she fiddled with the controls. Gears turned, belts rolled, mixers mixed, and frosting frosted. Within a minute, gleaming vehicle slid out of the finisher and came out to a rest at Ralph's feet. "One rocket powdered candy sleigh ready to go," Vanellope declared. On Christmas Eve, the two friends met to bring Christmas to the bad guys. Penelope came dressed and ready to play an elf. I didn't have a hat in size freakishly large, so I made you this. She tossed Ralph an empty sugar sack tied with a red bow on the side. How about I get off the ground, said Penelope. She shooed Ralph into the passenger seat. You can turn on the rockets once we get going. Penelope revved the engines and they were off. Soon they were flying smoothly toward the game exit. Okay, let's get this thing moving, Ralph called out, reaching for the left and right rocket switches. He flipped them both, but his power grip snapped one of the tiny rocket switches like a toothpick. Only one rocket turned on and the sleigh spun out of control. Penelope tried to regain control of the runaway sleigh, but no matter what she did, it was no use. The rocket spiraled to lower and lower until gloop! It came to a lurching stop in the middle of a great caramel lake. Ralph and Penelope managed to swim to the shore, but the sleigh and all the presents were ruined. Ralph watched sadly as everything they had worked on sank beneath the caramel lake. Empty-handed and covered in caramel, Ralph and Penelope made their way to the support group room. Ralph hesitated. What are we going to tell the guys? I've wrecked their Christmas. The crash had been an accident, but Penelope was still sad that they wouldn't be able to have a Christmas party. Time to face the music, big guy, she said. But when they opened the door, the friends' jaw dropped. The room was completely decked out, and the party was well underway. The bad guys greeted them with a big cheer. Where did you get all this? Asked Ralph. We spent the last few days getting everything ready, Sorceress said. Yeah, you got us all the Christmas spirit, Satan added. But Vanellope and I made presents, decorated a tree. We even made a sleigh, but I wrecked it. I wrecked everything, said Ralph sadly. Don't be silly, said Satan. You're the reason we're here spending Christmas together. That's a pretty great gift. The other bad guys nodded in agreement. A wide smile spread across Ralph's face. Merry Christmas, everyone! They all celebrated late into the night. It truly was the merriest Christmas any of them had ever. The end. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and also don't forget to check out our other videos and playlists. Thanks for watching. Bye!